Peace Reflections. Before we start, if you've been feeling called to go deeper, I'm now offering one-on-one spiritual alignment calls, 60-minute sessions, to help you realign and find clarity. Message me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times to book your spot. Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy HumbleAli2times for me. Back in that video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Now, look, just today, starting talking about you need to be training your mind. You need to be training all forms, your mind, body, spirit, etc. Now look, for up today's video, your soul as well, etc. Now look, for up today's video, I'm going to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving a shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all today to come rock with me. Show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more. I love always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, it's $10.90. Link to the ebook is going to be in the description and in the comments. Let's go ahead and get deeper to the video. You need to be training all forms of yourself, your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, etc. Right? What does this mean, right? You need to be in training mode, right? Right now is the perfect time to be in training mode. You need to be meditating. You need to be doing some type of working out, some type of physical exercise, right? You need to be getting the avatar and the body moving. Your body shouldn't be sitting down all day. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Meditation is very imperative, right? Meditation is very, 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 very imperative. Like, at least if you're not gonna work out, at least meditate, because you can actually work out through meditation, right? But that's a whole different topic, right? But when you are, I recommend you to work out and meditate though. But you need to be training, bro. Like, you know how like you'll watch animes and like how like they be training, or you'll watch a certain movie and they be training this and that, right? You need to be training, right? This is a time to be training, right? You need to be training your mind. You need to be training your spirit. You need to be training your soul. You need to be getting the energy up. You see what I'm saying? Because we're moving into winter, so-called winter, right? And you're gonna start to notice a lot more people are gonna start to show more of who they truly are during winter. Because when it gets cold, a lot of people, they start showing their true sides during winter, right? A lot of people, they start cutting their ether off when winter hit, right? A lot of people start being real distant and getting real cold, right? Once winter starts, right? Because winter, it's not real, it's not natural to the planet. So a lot of us, it's hard for our avatars to take in that coldness. We can still take in the coldness, but it can be difficult at times for our avatar to take in that coldness, because we are electrical beings. We are goddesses and gods. Us so-called black people, we are goddesses and gods, right? We are reincarnations. We are higher than a king and a queen, etc. So we are supposed to be in tropical weather. We're supposed to be in warm weather, right? Y'all see how I got my shirt off? We supposed to really always have our shirt off. If you a dude, your shirt really is supposed to be off all the time, right? If you're a woman, you're not supposed to be having a lot of clothes on you. Same for the dudes. If you're a god, if you're a goddess, we're not supposed to be really having a lot of clothes on us. And if we are having clothes on us, they're supposed to be copper clothes or gold clothes, etc. In other words, high frequency clothes. You see what I'm saying, bro? You know, because this is like, I'm getting charged up right now. You see what I'm saying? If I would have had my shirt on, right? If I would have had my shirt on, I'd still be charged up, but I'm getting even more charged up. I'm letting more of the electricity flow more naturally because I don't have this on, right? Now look, right? Another thing is too, right? You need to be training, right? You don't need to just be training only. I talked about this on my Instagram story, etc. You don't need to just be training your mind only. You need to be training your sexual energy, right? You need to be holding your sexual energy, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't go out and have sex, but you need to be mindful of who you're having sex with. You need to be mindful of holding your sexual energy. You shouldn't be playing with yourself. And if you catch yourself playing with yourself, start back over. Get back on NoFap. Get back on semen retention, right? You see what I'm saying? And if you're not going to be on semen retention, then at least be mindful of who you're having sex with. Don't be having sex with everybody. And at least be on NoFap, bro. NoFap, in just simpler terms, is where you don't play with yourself, bro. Simple as that. You know, you need to be training your sexual energy. You need to be training your mind, right? This is why meditation is so important, because meditation is going to naturally help you train your mind. It's going to naturally help you train your soul and your spirit. You need to be meditating, right? This is why you're trying to figure out why you're so impatient, why you so negative, why you're not calm, because you're not meditating, right? You can sit there for 2, 3, 4 hours straight and scroll and watch other people's lives, but you can't take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 minutes just to just sit with yourself or stand with yourself and just go into a meditation and just be with yourself. You see what I'm saying? You see how we've been programmed? We got to get back into real reality. When you sit near meditating, you just, that's real reality, right? When you sitting there with just you and your thoughts and the universe, etc., that's the real you. Really think about it, bro. We be taking hours of our day watching movies on Netflix, scrolling on FaceTime, but we can't take an hour or a couple hours to really just be with ourselves, bro, and get off the phone. Stop listening to music all the time. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of good frequency music. Don't get me wrong, bro. But even with the high vibrational frequency music, it's imperative that you take time and where you're not listening to no music at all, right? It's okay to go on a no music fast. A no music fast is basically where you don't listen to no music, even if it's high frequency, or if you are going on a music fast, and if you do listen to music, the only music you listening to is high frequency music, right? And I might make a whole separate video decoding more about frequencies and music. But I'm gonna touch base on it real quick in this video, right? With frequency, right? So a lot of these rappers, a lot of these singers, they are rapping and singing over low vibrational beats. And a lot of times they are saying low vibrational words. So you got low vibrational beats plus low vibrational words. That equals two different frequencies that are both low vibrational. So they taught us this in school somewhat. So if you take a negative and then you add another negative, you are going to create another negative, right? If you take two positives and you add them together, you are going to combine and create a new positive. So since you already have two negative frequencies and there you are adding them together, you're going to get another negative. So since you are already listening to negative frequency music, right, the beat is already low frequency, the person talking is low frequency, then you're listening to it and now you're repeating the spells, now you're becoming low frequency. That's the Trinity. Now we got three different individuals vibrating low now, right? Anyways, when you are listening to high vibrational frequencies and certain hertz, they can help you manifest money. They can help you with other things as well. You know what I'm saying? One of the best times to listen to high vibrational frequencies is when you're just getting up, while you're meditating, while you're working out, while you're doing yoga, and while you're going to bed. You can just let it play over and over and over. This is going to help reprogram your subconscious mind to where you feel more confident. When you get up and when you rise up, you feeling good. You feeling good. You ready to get to it instead of just in the bed, not really trying to get up. I'm telling you, because I used to listen to a lot of frequencies and I'm getting back into it. Slowly but surely, I'm getting back into it. I used to listen to a lot of frequencies before I used to go to school. I would just let it play on YouTube, right? Then I'd wake up to just, I'd rise up to just good energy, right? Even if I'm getting up early, even if I didn't want to go to school that day, I'm already getting up to good energy. So that would help boost my aura with good energy. It'll help you with confidence, etc. So yes, before you're about to go into rest mode, you can go play some high frequency hertz, right? You don't got to do it how I did it. You feel me? You don't got to turn on your YouTube video or nothing like that. On your TV, you can just have it playing on your phone and just let it go on loop mode. Because one thing that I do like about YouTube is they let you loop videos. Shout out YouTube for that. I like YouTube for a lot of different reasons, but that is one of the main reasons that I do like YouTube. They allow you to loop videos. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got to pay for that. They'll literally allow you to loop videos. So you can have it playing the whole time while you are in rest mode, right? Also, another thing is too, right? You need to be training, right? You need to be fasting, right? What I mean by fasting is that doesn't necessarily mean that you gotta not eat food for a long period of time. It's multiple different genres, it's multiple different types of fasting, bro. You could be like, you know what, I'm gonna go on a fast and I'm not gonna talk or contact nobody for a week straight. I'm going on a no talking fast, right? And if I do talk to somebody, it's only gonna be myself and the universe, right? And the ancestors, stuff like that. Or, oh, I'm going on a fast where I'm just not gonna eat until the sun go down, right? Or I'm gonna set a timer for 4 hours every other day or twice a week and just fast, right? You know what I'm saying? Slow progress is still good progress. It's still progress, right? You might call it slow progress, but guess what? Guess what's still in that sentence? Guess what word is still in that sentence? Progress. You see what I'm saying? So you need to be training, right? You need to be working on your body, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying somebody gonna try you, but you need to know how to defend yourself, bro. I'm not saying you gotta act like some tough woman or some tough guy. No, I'm not saying that, but you need to know how to defend yourself, right? You don't gotta work on your hands or your kicks or your dodges all the time, but you do need to be working on your hands, your kicks, your dodges. You know how to move. You know how to like protect yourself. You see what I'm saying? You need to work on exercising your body, making your body more stronger, making your body more quicker, right? Even if you're not playing a sport or anything, still keep your body in shape. A lot of people think, oh, I don't got to keep my body in shape because I don't play football no more, or I don't play basketball no more, or I don't play this sport no more. No, you should always keep your body in shape, bro. And one of the best ways, another thing too, when you keeping your body in shape, right, you should make sure that your stamina is up to good, bro. Your stamina is one of the most important things about your avatar is your stamina, bro. You see what I'm saying? You never know. You might have to run for your life. Is your stamina up to speed? You see what I'm saying? Your stamina is one of the most important things that you need to make sure that you have it really good. You need to be training, right? You need to be training your physical body, your physical avatar. You need to be training your mind. You need to be doing deep meditations. Deep meditation doesn't necessarily mean that you got to go meditate for a long time, but it's about your energy. It's about your perception in the meditation. It's about your mindset, etc. You need to be training. You need to be working on your body. You need to be working on your physical avatar. You need to be working on your mind. You need to be meditating, right? You need to be working on your soul. You need to be working on your shadow work, accepting the things that you scared of or that you fear about yourself or you don't want to accept about yourself. Accept those things. You need to start doing candle work or etc. and release negative energy. Go hop in the shower, go take you a nice bath and tell yourself, once I get done with this bath, once I get done with the shower, I'm releasing energy. Because what a lot of y'all don't realize is the water is one of the most powerful elements, right? The water is going to help you naturally release energy. This is why a lot of people, they get out the shower, they feeling good, etc. Because you released a lot of energy off you, right? So another thing you can do too is literally just shake your body up, right? Just shake your body. You can just do this, just shake your body, right? And you can naturally just get negative energy off you, right? A lot, like my dog will sometimes do that, right? Animals are very intelligent, especially the real ones. Animals are very intelligent and very in tune with nature, right? They ground all the time, right? Animals don't wear no shoes, right? Animals naturally, you'll see them sometimes do this and all that because they shaking energy off them. They getting it right? So you need to be training, right? You need to be taking yourself more seriously, right? I'm not sitting here saying that you can't have fun, you can't goof off, etc. in good positive ways, but you need to make sure that you are balancing your life. You shouldn't be overly too serious, but you shouldn't be overly too immature as well, bro. You see what I'm saying, etc. So, train, get yourself right, bro. Don't just train in just one area. Train in all aspects. Get your mind right, your physique right, your spirituality, your spiritualism right. Get your mind right, get your soul right, get your spirit right? A lot of you got spirits and souls. If you don't got a soul, then get your spirit right. If you got a soul, get your soul and your spirit right. Because if you got a soul, that means you also got a spirit. If you don't got a soul, then that means you only got a spirit. For a lot of y'all, it does, right? So really tap in with yourself. Get off social media. You try to get off social media more, bro. You see what I'm saying? The good way to do this is by meditating more. Because when you're meditating more, you're lesser and lesser on social media. You see what I'm saying, etc. Work out, etc. When you are so-called bored, this is one of the most times where your mind is going to naturally activate creativity, which is the feminine energy, which is the divine feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? But y'all make sure y'all training. And of course, when you are training, before I end off this video, I want to touch base on this as well. Go at your own pace. That's with training. That's with anything in life. Go at your own pace and don't rush the process, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're not ready for something, then you might not want to start on it right now, right? Go at your own pace. You don't want to rush the process. You don't want to overly do it. And that's real. But I'll get from most of today's video. I'll get y'all from most on the next one, man. Peace.